Christopher says, hey, Bradley, when you first verify a GBP listing, how long should you wait before starting to make edits to it, such as adding phone numbers, adding websites, adding photos, etc.? We thought we'd get your opinion because we don't want to do anything abrupt in Google's eyes, which could lead to our newly verified Google business profile listing being suspended or banned. Thank you. Okay, so Christopher, number one, I always recommend trying if it's a real valid business location that you can verify and re-verify if needed, then I wouldn't really sweat it so much. Just do what you got to do. As long as you're not changing the Google business category or significantly changing the name, then or the location itself, like the actual physical location, those are the three biggest things that cause suspensions right now, is significantly changing the Google business profile name. When I say significantly changing, I mean, because if you're taking a brand name and just appending a location modifier or adding or removing LLC or INC or something like that, that's not a significant name change. Okay, changing the name completely is a significant name change. That can trigger a suspension. Changing the Google business category from one category to something completely different can trigger a suspension. Changing it from one category to another related category often likely won't cause a suspension. Meaning, here's an example, sports medicine clinic or sports medicine surgeon or physician or whatever. That's just an example. Orthopedic clinic, orthopedic surgeon. I'm just saying that because it's fresh in my mind. I've got a client in that space. Recently, I've been working on that. So that's why it's fresh in my mind. Those are two different, like orthopedic clinic and orthopedic surgeon, they're very similar. So if you were to change the Google business category from one to the other, that's not likely, very unlikely that it will cause a suspension. But changing from orthopedic surgeon to dentist, that's going to trigger a suspension, most likely, because it's a significantly different Google business category change. I do recommend, though, trying to complete as much of that stuff if it's not a valid business listing and you're trying to spam or lead gen or whatever, then you try to get all of the optimization done when you're going through the setup process. Try to optimize as much as you possibly can through the initial process before you even verify it. That way, once you verify it, you can pretty much leave it untouched, other than perhaps even the Google business website you can publish now while you're waiting to verify the Google business profile. I know, because it's funny, but the same tree care contractor I was talking about earlier for the Emerald Ash Borer keyword, we're expanding. We're adding some Google business profiles for this contractor. And I actually registered a new Google business profile yesterday through a Workspace account, and I got phone verification, which I was shocked. I got phone verification. Now, I verified it via phone, and it's been pending verification now for, I don't know, 30 hours. So I'm wondering, it didn't automatically go to video verification. It just allowed me to verify via phone, either phone call or text. It didn't accept my text. It didn't like my text number, but it did come through via phone call. I was able to verify it, and it's still pending. So I don't know if it's going to go through or not, but I just thought that was odd. That's the first time I've had a phone verification like that in quite some time. So anyway, try not to edit. If it's a real valid business listing, guys, don't worry about it. Just do what you got to do, right? Because you can re-verify it if needed. But if it's a spam listing, try to get everything done up front to where you do minimal touching of the Google business profile after it's been verified. Okay.